Sweet. Oh, man, Dan's about ready to kill it. Hey, welcome to Coffee and Drones. I'm FPV Seizure. After my right.
What up, y'all? Jonathan Tidwell FPV.
And your boy Mike, AFPV Wolf, a.k.a. the Wolf Street. the Wolf
of FPV Street.
I totally killed that.
The wolf. Yeah,
Totally
man,
murdered
come
it.
on. The wolf of
That
FPV
makes it more
Street.
original. though.
Mr. Millie Watts on any block.
I love it.
Megawatts on every block.
So, Mike,
And
let's...
we got Dan, Dangerous FPV. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Dan.
Come on.
It's the guy up there in the top that's
Live
not cut out.
via Skype.
Hi, guys.
It's the guy that's up there watching us that's not cut out.
He's not cut out.
We're going to get him cut out, though,
Yeah.
because you got to be cut out to be on this
He'll still be
podcast.
lagged out.
We're
but
gonna get
he'll
you
be
some
cut
green
out.
screen. All right, check this out, y'all. There we
Boom.
are. What's up, everybody?
Chilling. This is a non-alcoholic beverage, by
It
the
is
way.
indeed.
It's a ginger beer.
I would actually,
to
promote it
push
and tell
buttons.
you who it is, but it's got coffee in it.
This is also a non-alcoholic beverage.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
like the
That
one
has
beer
coffee
that I
in it
would
as
actually
well.
like to drink.
That
Back
has
in the
coffee
day.
in it too.
It's
I'm
so
not a
delicious.
beer, I was not a beer drinker when I
So
drank.
are
but-
we gonna change the name because we don't want to bite off of anybody who might have gotten their name a little later than us or whatever. We're gonna go to Beer and Drones.
No, we got too much invested
No,
in
'cause-
coffee
yeah,
and
'cause
drones.
that's a background
We
thing.
got domain names and like
Yeah.
all the things, dude.
I have-
Stickers.
I have prior art.
Yeah.
Man,
I
damn
think-
that. We have posts that date back and show our
Mhm.
originality,
Yeah.
our first dates. But we're here, so
Yeah.
and we're gonna be
it's
here a
gonna
little bit
okay.
more than we were.
Yeah, life happens. We had to take a little break, but we're back, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, this guy like rebuilt a whole house, and
Well,
I like rebuilt my whole life, and other people just lived life and shit. We had to work and do a lot of shit, but we did get a chance to rip in the meantime.
yeah, a little bit here and there.
I've
I
been
did.
on my upload game like crazy, man. Like I've been trying to like get on the whole YouTube swag thing.
See, look. See, that's when I registered the domain. So
Right.
3/26/2017. This is 2 years ago when I first had the idea.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, that's gangster.
And I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and see if the domain's available. I'm going to go ahead and get it. And
OG.
so it's been a while. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was around that time last year, but it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I remember, I think it was last year when you started talking about it, because you had those stickers for a while.
Yep. I had them, and it was just, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, and I think that's kind of what getting the domain. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I like the name, and I knew I wanted to do some sort of, variety show. I didn't, I think initially we wanted to try to make this a kind of a live thing where we were out in the field, make it really super portable.
Yeah.
But to do what we wanted to do, it was just not going to work. The tech isn't really there for the money that I had available.
Yeah.
So
It's baller though, like you got it now, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like there's nobody on planet Earth that has what this is right
No,
now.
I don't know of
Yeah.
any
Like, this
podcast that does this.
This is dope. Like this is set up like legit.
Like
Yeah.
Joe Rogan kind of
like
does
Fox
this.
5 News team just walked into this fucking thing and they're starting in the studio. Right? Or we're streaming now. That kind of thing. Like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, and we'll make it more perfector as we go. I think that's a word.
Fox 5.
It's a
News
word
team.
today.
It's a word. Yeah, more perfecter.
Fox 5 took
How
up
we-
droning, y'all.
I was thinking about that earlier today, like having like a, like that. You seen the movies, where, like the news team or whatever, like news team assemble,
Yeah.
like
Everybody haul ass
like
to the van.
Anchorman.
Everybody's running.
Do some Anchorman, Ron
like,
Burgundy shit.
yeah, like Ron Burgundy style, like shit, like coming at you. I thought that would have been hilarious, but sorry, I didn't mean to.
No,
interrupt
you're
you there.
good.
Just
No
a
worries.
random thought.
So speaking of people lifting ideas, how about we've seen some other stuff too that's been kind of lifted.
Yeah, we have, and for the sake of not trying to like boost those people
Right,
up,
we don't wanna boost
I
them.
don't want to like
Here's
put
the
them
thing.
out there
Don't
and
t-
say like, yeah, this guy does the same thing, but yeah, we had some
about the murder
Yeah.
deals. God,
Somebody.
I
What
think,
a
you know, I
jackass.
noticed a while back that all that stuff is not there now. And I think that enough of the people
I hope
that
so.
are on our team gave
Yeah.
that guy enough shit to where he realized, like, oh,
Maybe
Yeah,
that wasn't
I
like,
don't
enough.
want to be this guy.
And it
I've-
might be that, you know, he didn't really understand. You know, it's also
Yeah,
possible.
I
I
don't
mean, you
know,
know,
man.
in this
he
hobby,
Yeah, I think
people
they
get
knew what they were
cloned.
doing.
Yeah, like in life, people get cloned a lot, and you know, it's just part of the game. Like everybody who knew about it was kind of upset or whatever, and
Yeah, well,
for the
Yeah, because
most
it wasn't
part,
just you. They were also cloning some of Kevin's stuff.
yeah,
other people, yeah.
some stuff he just dropped, and you know, that's kind of how it goes because I mean, Banggood's been notorious for that for years.
Yeah,
So
and he was selling direct through Amazon, I think, for a
yeah,
while.
and the price was lower and everything, but it was just like, man, people you know affiliate themselves with your company or your brand just because of you know who you are, and you know that guy came out of nowhere and
Yeah,
just
nobody
tried to
knows
like
who
make a
that is.
quick buck. He probably did, but I know if I seen anybody wearing fake sneakers, I would be like, what are those? So you know, if you see somebody with a fake shirt or anything, oh look,
Oh, dang.
he came back real sly on us right there.
Dang, with the fedora.
Took me full off of what I was saying. I feel you, dog. But yeah, man, so it is what it is. You know, people gonna steal, they're gonna bite,
Yep.
they're gonna clone. But if you guys are really supportive of the actual originator, then you know, you just buy the
through
Crossfire.
proper
Support the
channel,
people.
through
You know what I'm
proper
saying?
channels. And you know, I think it's the people that have bought your stuff told that guy, like, dude,
Oh yeah. Yeah, people
you know, you can't be doing that.
yeah, they
You know
was
what I
like that
mean?
shit's
And it
whack.
did take
blah, blah,
a little
blah.
while, but here's the thing: I didn't want to like. I did leave a couple comments, but I can't be like I definitely didn't say what I wanted to say.
Dude, it took a lot for me not to say anything.
I
Because
know.
I'm like on the internet all the time.
I
I'm
know,
always
yeah.
active in social media. So for me not to say anything, it was kind of like, oh, I want to say something, but
Yeah.
you know,
You did the
It's
right
not going to be
thing, though,
productive.
You know what I
You
mean?
have
Yeah,
to
you
think
know-
about, is it going to actually change anything? Is it going to make a difference?
So the things that
Exactly.
I said were obvious and to the point, but not rude.
yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and I
But
think that all your other supporters, you know, not all of them, but a lot of them were like, dude, this ain't right. And
yeah,
a lot of comments were made, and he figured something out. And
because
hopefully, if he's going to do that, he'll go to some other community and do it, not ours.
yeah, and the people who actually understand what I'm making, they can kind of decode, you know, the whole substance of a lot of my gear. You know, Dan, he pretty much was like, dude, that Your Prop Suck shirt rocks. And he remembered, you know, where it originated from, which it was a skateboard company. So a lot of companies, a lot of people who are into skateboarding fly FPV. So my deal was to basically give that attachment, you know, to the brand, as far as, you know, if you rock with this stuff, then you're going to love this because this is what you used to do and now this is what you do. So it just tied it all together. So it wasn't like, I'm not going to say that I stole the idea from them, but I was just kind of like, you know, showing that little crossover.
You were inspired.
It's a reminiscence.
Yeah,
reminiscence.
You were inspired.
Yeah,
That's the
there's a
difference.
difference
And
between.
that was the creative. That was the creative spark that happened. This motherfucker just sort of.
Yeah, it's
stole
just
that
a
shit.
copy. You know, if it's inspired
Yeah.
or it's additive, you know, it's transformative. You know, I'm totally down with that. I think that's great.
Well,
And-
plus, you know, it was from back in the day, too.
Yeah, and I
Like
kept that shit. I kept it
90s,
so
from the
original
90s.
that there was no way, if you even knew anything about skateboarding, you would know exactly where that shit came from. And a few people have been like, dude, I
like
remember that.
Michael Scott Rue.
Yeah, he was like, dude, I love that shit. Like, I love the brand of, you know, when he was skateboarding and shit like that. So my thing was to kind of associate people to the next level of what they're doing now. And, you know what I'm saying? We still skateboard and shit like that. I just started skateboarding. I actually was a rollerblader, but, you know,
No, don't say
Yeah,
that.
I was an aggressive inline skater. Matter of fact,
Did you have a fanny pack?
It's
no,
actually
never,
harder than
never.
it looks, though. Like riding.
Yeah, like there's
skates
no bailing. You
and
gotta
doing-
commit.
Yeah.
That's why I never disarm, because I'm fully committed to shit. Like I
Hey.
just send it.
Bad props to you.
Try jumping down,
You can't disarm in
dude.
rollerblades. Try,
Try skating and jumping on the rail, going whatever speed you're going, and just keeping your balance through the whole shit, kinks and all.
Oh, yeah.
It was like no bail. Like I've sprained wrists and all kind of shit, but it was my sport, man. I thought the skateboarding was just too hard and too sketchy for me, but I'm a little older now, so I can bail off of some shit like that. But I was thinking about buying some skates, man, and getting back like into it while we fly and shit, but not FPV
Dude,
and skate. But
no, rollerblading and skating, dude. I mean,
bruh, I will
rollerblading
straight
with
up
goggles
grind the
on.
rail while somebody I trust like Tidwell like flies around me and shit. I
can
wouldn't do that with the bird slayers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Gotcha.
little too dangerous. But
Right.
yeah, I would get into it though. That'd be kind of dope. If you guys think that I should rollerblade while we skating and we can make a video, just say it in the comments and we'll make that shit happen.
Yeah.
They actually got some pretty nice rollerblades. Like when I started, it was kind of like make your shit cut a groove in the middle, put some small wheels in there. Now they got like the shit's already made like that, and they actually look like sneaker boots. Like they look pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
Technology.
that would be kind of dope, I think, because it's all about
They say
it's all about
computer
doing
can do
shit.
a job better than I can damn do it.
It's all about innovating and kind of like
Motherfucker.
making, like, all right, with the spot thing, it's like when people tell you the spots or whatever, the locations of where they fly at, you kind of feel that friendship, that bond that FPV is really meant to have. So like this is like things that we just come up with as far as like, change, like kind of making the hobby just fun. Cause these days, I mean, let's be real, you pretty much buy your shit and it's literally ready to rip. Like you don't have to tune that shit. You don't have to do a lot because it's kind of like set up, but this kind of brings that fun back. Like I like tuning. I change my motors around. I change props. I think about different like wind and shit like that. And I sometimes I just tune on the fly. Like I'll have a tune. I can release my PIDs, but they're probably going to change. Whether they're like 5 points or whatever, it's going to change because that's just how it is. I mean, I don't never like keep the same shit. So it's like it always changes and you'll always change stuff. So, we'll dance in videos, we'll skateboard, we'll
as you
fly in
beat
a
on
hammock.
a quad, you're gonna have to adjust your tune because
it's
not
shit
as
just-
stiff or
Exactly.
Well, let's be honest here, and I know Mike will agree with me on this one. There's a lot less involved with retuning your quad if you fly the right flight controller to begin with. If you're flying Betaflight shit, then
Well,
you're probably always having to adjust that
yeah,
shit.
but
that's not true.
yeah, Tidwell's
It
been
is
flying
true,
beta
man.
flight
I've
for a
got
long time, and
Moto
yeah,
Labs boards.
if
Me
I
too.
even like touch a
I've
beta
got
flight
Moto Labs
controller,
boards. They're like 2 years
I
old.
don't even fly my shit until I see Tidwell because he knows some settings on there that will have your shit flying like Kiss or like race flight.
Yep.
Like he just knows the right filters to put on it. So it kind of changed my mind about it, but I destroy
I
beta
tuned
flight
Betaflight for
stuff.
years.
Like I literally
I tuned Betaflight for years, and I had my it's tuned like
What I like
man,
about Betaflight
like the
is I'll
very
get it
first
locked in
time,
and then they'll give me a new
stock
firmware to
settings
learn.
out of the gate.
You know what I
man.
mean? Like
I was like,
it's a
holy
very
shit, changed my life.
consistent learning curve with Betaflight.
yeah.
It will give me some new shit that I don't have to try the new shit.
I tell
But
you
I've
like
gotten
this.
to the point that I kind of like to.
Yeah, I'll tell you like this. If you get a beta flight controller, if somebody gives you one, let Tidwell with it and see, just fly it the way after he does it. You'll be like, this shit is awesome. Cause that's how I got stole. And I was like, man, I love this shit. But then I killed that shit in like a week. And I was like, I'm talking about pulling out USBs, the damn gyro just going dead. Like I bought an F7 and the gyro just said, nah, we're not doing this shit.
I built a race quad like a few months ago, but I thought about putting Kiss in it because I'm like, it's
You can
way
do
better.
that.
But then I thought it's a
You can
race
race with
quad,
Kiss, though.
and I'm like,
Yeah, you could.
it's a race quad, and I'm very familiar with Betaflight, so I was like, it, it's like $200 cheaper. I'll just put it all in one Betaflight board on it for $40 and just call it a day. And that's what I did, and I tuned it, and it flies fine. But that's not the point. There's something about the feel.
Yeah.
And
I can agree with
there's
that.
something there's
I know what I figured out
It
about
is definitely a
it's
feel.
something
my
intangible. I
V1
can't
my
describe it,
V1
man.
Kiss. I
I
figured
know
out
I
about
had
the
two
feel on it
I'm
was
just
I
telling
couldn't
you.
get it to stop bouncing
Stock
back.
settings, bro. You just
Yeah.
fly out the gate. You're like, holy shit, something. Life has
Yeah,
changed.
it does
Sorry.
have a feel. I'll agree on that. But
You have to
the
let me
thing
fly
was
your
with the
drone,
beta
Dan.
flight, I wound up finding a way to tune it and make
I
it
will
feel
let you
like
fly my
Kiss.
drone.
And like that took like a lot of like I had to drop rates down. I had to put some of those filters on there, and it's like it's a lot of stuff to deal with. That's why I always was like,
It's got
Tidwell,
to be.
what's up? What am I doing wrong?
I understand. It's got to be possible. It has to be possible. But like over a year and a half of tuning quads, I never got to that point.
Yeah. See, Tidwell's been in beta
I got
flight for
close.
years, so he literally knew like there was shit on there like CLI commands, all kind of shit that I didn't even know existed. So it's like you just gotta fly. You basically whatever you like to fly, you just fly that shit.
Yep.
And
That's what I do.
man.
and I'm not gonna
I'll
push
fly-
anything
I can
on
fly.
anybody.
Part of
I
the
can
whole,
fly
like,
beta
beta
flight,
flight too.
But I
race
will tell you to
flight,
shop at
and
Get
Kiss
FPV.
and have
Oh,
the
yeah.
same
Oh, yeah. Make
flying.
sure you use Tidwell.
Yeah.
Coupon code.
What's the coupon code?
Look, I remember when like Betaflight started getting serious about their filtering and they added fur filters and
Yes.
the
Yes.
comment filters. I was like very integral in that whole changeover
I
process.
never tried
by
any of that
testing
shit.
right. So I did a lot of testing up front with that, and there was a lot of feedback or whatnot. Hell, that's probably one of the most viewed videos I even have
I
on my
did
channel.
notice that.
It's one of those stupid common filtering videos or whatever. But like I was born a Betaflight, man. Like I'm a coder, like open source. Like I get that, but like I still couldn't like if you can get it to feel like that. You know what? God, yes. Next time we go somewhere, fly my quad, and then tell me you can make a Betaflight, and then I'm gonna bring a Betaflight quad, make it fly the same way, and then I'll be like, throw that Kiss away. Like,
You
see
don't
you
Yo,
later.
have to
when
do
I
that,
first
though.
got
I
Kiss-
don't want you to do that. You know what I mean?
I know. I want
I want you to be able to use both of them.
Significantly
You know what I mean?
cheaper. Significantly
Yeah, but
cheaper.
if the Kiss
than
shit
flying.
still
If you can make
works,
my Betaflight
rip that
stuff
shit.
fly like Kiss, then fuck
You know
Kiss.
what I mean?
Get out of
Well,
here.
let's see
You know
what we
I'm
can
saying?
do.
Like, I'll
Dan
be
just
Let's
dead.
wants
see
to
what we can
fly.
do.
He wants to fly, and
Yeah,
he don't care
I just wanna
about the price.
fly.
He's like, man,
What
just
was
make
that
it
guy's
low enough
name
so
we
I
met
can
at-
keep doing it.
That guy's name we met today at Bando office, Dan. Did you meet that guy, that tall guy?
Yeah, who was that dude?
Yes, dude, he was so
I
Melvin.
saw him, bro. He like
He was so
on even on
He
the
was 8
damn
feet
Insta
tall.
story. He was like off the page.
That guy's like 8
He
feet
wa-
tall.
bro.
He walked. I was sitting in my chair, and this guy like walks by me, and it's like his kneecap was like. I was like, looked
Yeah.
over and saw his kneecap walk by. I was
I
like,
thought it
holy
was a
shit.
bad camera
I looked
angle.
up.
I was like, yo, this is a big dude.
Yeah, he said he lives over
Yeah,
in
dude.
Decatur, and told him I would help him fix his drone.
Marvin is his name. I don't remember his last name though. I didn't.
Does he have an
didn't tell me his last
FPV
name,
name?
I don't
He
know,
didn't say
but
that
he
either.
said he
He
would
just
hit
said
me
it
up
was
on
Marvin.
Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
But he seemed legit, man.
Cool.
He came
Dude, he
ready
was
to rip.
clipping the tops of trees and shit. I
Yeah,
was
he was
flying
ripping.
too, so
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
came
get to
to rip.
see, but they were like, dude, you took like a foot off the top of that tree.
Oh, he was
Like,
pushing.
dang.
Awesome.
Yeah, he was ripping
That's dope.
and crashing. But I mean, they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah. That's cool though. I mean,
Or can.
see,
they
and that's
can
what
go
makes
hand
this
in
whole
hand.
thing fun. Like, I met some really cool dudes doing this shit, and like,
I remember one day after work, I just pulled up at Brook Run, and there Mike was out in the middle of the
Yeah.
field with his goggles on.
with the box
And I
goggles,
learned it didn't take me long to figure out
I
that
had
the
the
reason he
big
was in the
backs.
middle of the field was because he started over at the edge of the field, but then he crashed over there and walked over there, and
What Avarice with him though?
Nah.
No. we didn't meet him
Nah,
for well.
I didn't meet him for a
well
while after that. But I had those
Actually,
damn
Jeff
goggles that
met
was
him.
like this big.
At Henderson, Jeff met him when Jeff was coming to
Yep.
meet me. He met him and his brother-in-law Ken,
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool guys.
and Jeff was
Yeah.
like, "You don't know Tidwell? I thought everybody knew Tidwell."
Yeah, because he was flying in Tidwell's backyard. So
Well,
Yeah.
I thought for
Yeah,
sure that
they're
they were
real
there.
cool guys. We
know?
actually started a little Wolfpack FPV page.
Yeah, I
And,
saw that.
we're basically gonna focus on like doing a lot of commercial stuff. Like Avarice got his part 107.
Sweet.
We're behind him. I got to get mines. Jeff is
I'm working on
studying.
mine. Yeah.
So I
Mine's-
need to get in the room and start studying as well because we're trying to do some stuff, some different things, and basically make some money off this shit.
Yeah, so next month, I take a few days off of work and I'm driving out to Alabama to go to one of the universities over there because they've got a pretty sweet little course.
What? Wait, Alabama has
Weird, right? So I won't.
Alabama got it all, man.
I won't speak to the
badass football
veracity
team.
of.
Kissing cousins and
The
everything.
stars really did fall on
They got a
Alabama.
strong bloodline out there.
But they have a really good looking 107 course over there at one of the airports through the university. And
What? A good. Wait a second. What's a good looking university? Course?
it's a few days and then they do the test at the last day.
So listen,
Oh, it's like a live like they give you.
I
Training
gotta tell
or
this to
whatever.
Mike.
It's not like an
Training.
actual.
Pause. Listen, Steve crashed his damn Acrobrat and it had Crossfire on it into the pond, right? We didn't know where the hell it was. The damn Crossfire's got that quad finder.
Oh, it does?
I verified that it was in the pond with the Crossfire.
Wow.
While it was underwater.
Yeah, while it was
Is that like a
underwater.
big crossfire
Oh,
thing? though?
holy
You can't
crap.
do
Yeah,
that
it's
with
the
micro.
full size Crossfire. I don't know if you
I
can
got
do
the
it with a micro.
micro.
I don't know if it'll
Yeah.
do it with the Lewis
I was
script or
being
anything.
cheap, but that was when they had that.
It was a
that
good deal. It was
Crazy
a
don't need to
sale.
pay
smoking
It
deal.
was like a bundle pack, so you got the micro and you got like 5 receivers, and then you had like
The best deal in
6
FPV right there.
antennas.
Yeah.
That shit was boss for like
So-
$225.
I started poking a stick
Yeah,
in the
dude, that's
water,
Amazing.
and I was
fished
like,
it
I
out.
heard beeping. Like you couldn't
Damn.
hear it until I disturbed the water a little bit.
Yeah,
Well,
you might
first
have
we looked.
touched it with the.
We
stick.
looked, and it was like, oh, there's a spot over there that the water's not all covered with the green slime.
Yep.
So I started poking a stick in there, and I was like, did y'all hear that? And they were like, no. And I was like, maybe it was Dan plugging in way over there. And I started wiggling around, and I was like, hey, that's purple. That's purple TPU. Let me hook that. So I pulled it out. And anyway, sorry to interrupt, but the
That's awesome.
quad
Cool
finder
shit,
feature
though.
on Crossfire, full-size Crossfire, even works underwater. Just
So for all
for
you
everybody.
cheapos,
for everybody to know.
I'm very impressed. I mean, you
The
think.
video system was
man,
off and black.
that
The video system was
Crossfire
gone. It was
series.
just static. But
I mean, I guess it doesn't take too much power, so even with all the water, maybe
yeah, I mean, it's
maybe
probably
there's
enough to transmit something. Like,
I'm curious to see what all he can
I mean,
save
but
off
you're
of that
underwater
quad.
too, so there's a lot of interference.
It
With
was
the
underwater
water.
for like 20 minutes too, man. We were like walking
Wow.
around, looking in the ivy and stumbling over rocks. And
damn.
This video has been brought to you by TBS.
Oh, seriously.
For real.
You know,
hey,
Unified
TBS
Crossfire.
is for your
this is
friends,
all
man.
We fly
But-
this stuff.
TBS is for your friends, but they also can be your friend. They're looking out for us. They're trying to give us good quality products.
This is what we fly.
I like.
This is
I
why
like my-
Millie Watts
I got
exists.
you right here, bro.
This is what
What's up?
Millie Watts on any block is about. That TBS stuff.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
Every
Long range,
block.
short range, whatever you want to
You
call
can
it.
talk about me.
Okay.